In a certain sense, all of us as individuals and as an organization, we are inspired by three observations in three ways in which American healthcare is an outlier. The first way in which American healthcare is an outlier is that we are the unquestioned leader in the world in developing new biomedical technologies, drugs, procedures. We've been that way for 60 years, and we are likely to be that way for the next 60. We are also an outlier in a second respect. We spend more than any other nation on earth on healthcare.
Yeah.
You can look at that as whether it's a percentage of the GDP or how much we spend on individuals. In the United States, we spend more than $12,000 a year for each and every one of you on healthcare. That's 40% more than Germany spends. If we simply spent the average amount on healthcare as the other developed nations, which is around 11%, we would be saving $1 trillion and more. We could afford infrastructure, we could afford education, we could afford new roads, we could afford all AI for everyone, but we don't. But the third observation in which the United States is an outlier is that what do we get for that expense and that discovery? And it turns out that no matter across a range of metrics, the United States is at best average, but very often the bottom or near the bottom of developed countries in the world. We have one of the lowest life expectancies at birth. We have one of the lowest, if not the lowest, life expectancy if you make it to 50. We have some of the highest incidence of preventable disease of any developed country in the world. We have the worst maternity mortality rates in the world. We have the worst low birth weight rates in the world. We are a third world country in terms of the outcomes that we produce despite spending more than anyone else and discovering more than anyone else.